What's up, boys? It's Devin, and in this video, I'm going to give you 5 things that you can do to immediately 2x your metabolism. And I know what you're thinking. If you want to get in the best shape of your life, you got to track your macros, hit the gym consistently, take supplements, etc. And yes, those things are important, but if you're not optimizing for your metabolism, you're never going to see the full potential of your body. And eventually, you're going to hit a plateau. And trust me, I know this because I was in the gym training 4 or 5 days a week consistently for months. And I got in good shape because I was tracking my macros and I was doing all the right things. But eventually I hit a plateau and it seemed like nothing that I could do could break me through it. And it started to become super frustrating. It was pissing me off because all I wanted to do was see the full potential of my body. I had muscle, but I didn't have the definition I wanted. I didn't have abs. I didn't have bicep veins the way I wanted. And it was really discouraging. And my goals started to almost feel unrealistic. And I started to lose hope and have negative self-talk. But eventually, when I figured this part out, everything changed for me. Because not only did I get the best results I've ever got in the gym and continue to get into the best shape of my life, but I also had the most energy I've ever had, the most motivated I've ever had, achieved the most I've ever had, and just truly leveled up and became the best version of myself. So in this video, I'm gonna break down the 5 things to 2x your metabolism, which are all things that I did to really take myself to that next level and break through plateaus and just level up and be jacked as a man. So let's start with number 1. Number 1 is to fast. Right? You want to fast every single morning as long as you possibly can, whether you're cutting or whether you're bulking. So first thing in the morning when you wake up, you're going to do electrolytes and water. So I'm going to write that here. You're going to do electrolytes and water. My favorite form of electrolytes is Baja Gold Mineral Sea Salt. So I'll do half a teaspoon of that with some water, 32 ounces of water. And what this is gonna do is immediately hydrate your body. And the more hydrated your body is, the less hungry you're gonna be. Because oftentimes we mistake hunger for thirst. We're really just thirsty and craving electrolytes. So fast in the morning with electrolytes and water. And another thing that's gonna help you with your fast is going to be black coffee. So I drink black coffee every single morning, and I drink 2 to 4 cups of it usually during the day. I'll sip on it as I go. And black coffee is 0 calories, so it's not gonna break your fast. And it's a hunger suppressant, so it's not gonna make you feel as hungry. And the reason fasting in general is so important is because when you fast, your body has to tap into your fat stores for energy. And when your body is constantly switching its energy source from carbs when you're eating to fat stores when you're fasting, it increases your metabolic rate and your metabolism is gonna go through the roof, which allows your body to process nutrients better. Your food will get converted to muscle as opposed to getting to fat. And this is where you master the lean bulk. So fasting with black coffee, electrolytes and water. And another thing that you can do that's really helpful is sparkling water. So sparkling water is a great hunger suppressant as well. This is another thing I use when I'm fasting because sparkling water is 0 calories and the carbonation actually makes you feel full. So you're getting the feeling of feeling full without calories. And I would fast as long as you can. I prefer 16-8. So fast 16 hours of the day, only eat 8 hours of the day. So if you eat your first meal at 9 a.m., make sure you're done with your last meal by 5 p.m. The longer you could fast, the better it is. And not to mention, this is amazing for your gut health because this is gonna allow your gut microbiome to reset and flush out any toxins. And the less inflammation you have, the more healthy your gut microbiome is, the better you can absorb nutrients and the more muscle definition you're gonna be able to see and the quicker you're gonna be able to build muscle. So fast is going to spike your metabolism. Do it every single day and thank me later. Especially if you're trying to shred, the less calories you're consuming, the better. So next, eliminate processed foods. So when you eat processed foods, it absolutely tanks your metabolism because the more your body has to fight off inflammation, the more it has nutrient deficiencies, it's going to be very hard for your body to have a skyrocketing metabolism. So these things like processed foods and sugars are going to tank your metabolism. So when you cut them out, it allows your body to function at its highest capacity, skyrocketing your metabolism. So processed foods, when I say cut out processed foods, I mean don't eat fast food. Get rid of fast food, that's gotta go. So like Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, all these places, they have to go. They're like the most toxic option of processed foods that you could possibly eat. Get rid of all this bullshit, and instead what you can do is eat whole foods. So make 90% of your diet whole foods, and I don't care what you do the other 10%. All right, so you want to focus on eating nutrient-dense foods that actually provide your body with the proper nutrients so you don't have nutrient deficiencies, and so you don't have inflammation from all the bullshit seed oils that you're eating with the processed foods. So focus on ground beef, eggs, steak, chicken, and eat fruit. Dates are one of my favorite fruits that I eat, and stick to whole foods, raw cheese, raw yogurt, no processed dairy, no bullshit. So these are gonna be 2 things that you can do when it comes to eating real whole foods. And one of the most nutrient-dense whole foods I recommend that you make sure gets into your diet is red meat. So I like, ground beef is my number one. I eat ground beef every single day, but red meat in general is an anti-inflammatory food. So it's going to reduce inflammation in your body, skyrocketing your metabolism, and not to mention red meat has micronutrients. So it's got zinc, creatine, it's got a bunch of vitamins and all different types of shit that's super beneficial for your metabolism. So focus on red meat, whole foods, and eliminate fast food, and this is going to skyrocket your metabolism. Now next, supplements. What are some good supplements to skyrocket your metabolism? I would say number 1, collagen. Collagen, preferably grass-fed, is a great supplement because collagen has a vital protein in it. Collagen is great for your gut health. It reduces inflammation. It's good for your skin. It's good for your hair. And it's basically a reparative thing in your body. Your bones have collagen in them, right? We need collagen in our bodies. The more collagen you can have in you, the better it's going to be. And another thing is vitamin D. Vitamin D3, I don't care if you're getting sunlight or not, you want to implement vitamin D3. I take 50,000 IUs a day. I would say that your average person should take at least 5,000 IUs. So vitamin D3 is going to fight inflammation in your body. When you think of, inflammation being a fire in your stomach, vitamin D3 is like the fire hose that puts that out. So vitamin D3 is essential. Not to mention, it increases your energy levels. It's great for your mood. It makes you feel amazing. And the better you feel, the more metabolism you're going to go up. So focus on collagen, vitamin D3, and then another thing I would say is also fish oil. So I like fish oil because fish oil is an anti-inflammatory supplement as well. It's very good for your brain function on top of all. So it's going to fight inflammation, allowing your body to process nutrients properly, allowing your body to skyrocket your metabolism, and it's going to give you more cognitive ability throughout the day, which is so good for you. So these 3 supplements are a must if you want to 2x your metabolism. I swear by each one of these things. Next is going to be your cortisol levels, your stress levels. In order to have amazing gut health and 2x your metabolism, you cannot have stress. Stress produces estrogen. Stress does not allow your testosterone to soar. It does not allow your metabolism to soar. So it's very critical if you want to see double your muscle gain, double your metabolism, to keep your stress levels low. So there's a few things that you can do that I recommend when it comes to keeping your stress levels low. And number 1 is going to be breath work. Now this one's slept on, but I do it every single morning. I never miss it. I do 3 rounds of 10 where I'm basically sitting outside or in front of a window and I breathe in through my nose, out through my mouth 10 times. Then I hold my breath and I do it again, and I do it 3 different times. And this basically allows you to relieve stress. It relieves your body of stress. It pumps air into your brain. It gets you thinking clearly and feeling relaxed. It lowers your heart rate. It is very good for lowering cortisol levels, which is going to 2x your metabolism. I do it every single day. Anytime you feel yourself getting worked up, you feel anxiety, you feel stress, do 3 rounds of breath work. I promise you it's going to change your life. I swear by it. I do it every single morning. This is essential. So another thing you can do for stress is walk. Getting outside and walking is one of the best things you could do for lowering your cortisol levels. Walking pumps endorphins to your brain, makes you feel happier, reduces stress, makes you feel more relaxed. Not to mention you're burning calories while you're doing it, and especially if you're walking, when you're walking off a meal, maybe you do a digestion walk, 10-minute walk after you eat, it allows your body to metabolize the food better, sparking up your metabolism and allowing you to digest the food better, feel better. Walking is essential for keeping your cortisol levels low and making sure that you're able to do what needs to be done to keep stress levels as low as humanly possible. And then another thing that you could do for stress is sleep. Focus on your sleep, because if you're not rested, you are going to feel stressed. It is your body produces cortisol the less you sleep. Your stress levels will go higher, your anxiety levels will go higher if you're not sleeping properly. You're not going to be able to think clearly. You're not going to be able to function at your highest. Your metabolism is going to tank. Your estrogen levels are going to go up. You're going to grow titties. Make sure that you're getting your sleep in. I recommend 7 to 8 hours minimum, but the most important part is getting REM sleep, which means deep sleep, which means you need to optimize your environment. So I recommend going to bed at the same time every night, waking up at the same time every day. Let your body get into a circadian rhythm. You can even take magnesium if you want to go to sleep. Get mouth tape that improves nasal breathing, which gets you into a deeper rest. You can do nasal strips. You can do an eye mask. There's a bunch of different things you could do. Go down that rabbit hole. I'll make a later video on that alone. But prioritizing your sleep, your breath work, and your walking is amazing for lowering cortisol levels and 2xing your metabolism. And last but not least, standing, right? As opposed to sitting at your desk for long periods of time, because standing, if you stood for an hour as opposed to sitting for an hour, you would burn an extra 50 to 100 calories. And when you're seated, your body is not functioning at its highest capacity. When you're standing and you're burning calories, your metabolism is working. This is going to keep your metabolisms high, and it's super important to incorporate standing as much as possible. So get yourself a stand-up desk if you work from home. Every hour on the hour at work, make sure that you're standing, stretching out. This is going to not only burn calories to help you get shredded, but it's going to skyrocket your metabolism. I think this is self-explanatory. It doesn't need more bubbles. Just freaking stand more, all right? And it's gonna 2x your metabolism. If you started doing all of these things today, your metabolism would double and your gains would double. Your energy levels would double. Your confidence would double. Your ability to build muscle, to get shit done, to be more, level-headed in your relationships, in your business, and succeed in life would double if you did all of these things. So if you like the video, go ahead and drop a like for me. And I'm gonna make a video on sleep itself because I think it's that important. But yeah, if you like the video, drop a like. I love you boys, and I'll see you in the next video.